Okay, so in this video we're gonna see one major issue, not a major issue, but something like an annoying issue that I used to get with OBS, which is like what happens is I have several scenes and scenes here, and sometimes if I set it to one particular scene and then I close OBS, and every time I open it, it will open in that particular scene. So now that scene is basically focusing on the camera, and if it is actually the same screen, it is actually looking at it as well, then it tends to do too much of work and then it crashes OBS. So I don't want to open my OBS in a view where it is actually looking at a camera. So let's say if I have this one as a display, and then if I move this OBS to the other screen, and you will see that it creates this camera inside screen kind of stuff, so which I don't want it to happen. So in order to avoid that scenario, because it takes time to load it and then all that sort of stuff, to make it OBS faster and to avoid that scenario, we're gonna do something like opening OBS in one particular scene. And to do that, I'm going to create a new scene, and I'm going to call that as like default or dummy screen or something. And in that scene, I'm not going to have any source of information here. I'm not going to record any video, audio, or anything like that. So it's basically one dummy scene. It's not going to have any cameras or anything. Okay. And once that is done, so in order to open this scene as always as a default one, what I need to do is I have to go to the location where my OBS is. To find that, I can type in OBS, and then I can right click, and then I can click on open file location, and that will open OBS, and then you will have the OBS shortcuts here. So then all you have to do is, once the shortcut is created, you just have to copy paste it and it creates a new shortcut. And then I'm going to call this one, I can edit it and call this one, let's say dummy, and continue. And then what I have to do is I have to go to the OBS website, and I have to find something called obsproject.com kb/launch parameters. So I have to find this link, and then I can find all sort of launch parameters here. So I can see the start streaming and recording, and then if you go, there is a collection you can set as a default collection. Start with the profile, start with the scene. There is a whole bunch of things that you can set it as a launch parameter. And now I'm going to use the one that says -- scene, and then within the brackets it's going to have the name of the scene. So this will start with the given scene. So whatever the scene that you specify, that scene is what it's going to use it. So now what I'll do is I'll go into my shortcut, right click, I go to properties, and you may have to have administrative privileges. And then you see the target is basically where you open the exe file, target exe file, and you'll see within the double quotes you'll see the exe file. Now what I'll do is I'll go and say --scene and then space, and within the brackets I will just choose the exact scene name with the exact uppercase, lowercase, making sure this is exactly the same name. And now this is basically done. So now let's see what happens. Now this is basically, I'm going to close OBS with the DSLR. So I'm going to close this one. Now if I open OBS again, so this is going to open with the DSLR as the default one. But if I actually go to the shortcut and then try and double click on this one with dummy, and then it will open the OBS with the dummy scene as the default scene. Okay, so this is how you set a default scene, and this will be pretty useful, guys. And if your OBS is actually taking too much time to load it, and this will be something that will be useful. Okay, check it out, and we'll see you again another one, guys, and thank you.